Number 5, Claire Nicholson. Number 11, Olivia Bowling. Number 13, Grayson Dwyer. Number 22, Emma Camp. Patriots are coached by Mr. Taylor Whitley. And now for your home team on the scoreboard, the Alamance Christian Warriors. Number 2, Alinda Yacola. Number 4, Jewel Florence. Number 23, Jordan Nelson. Number 5, Annabelle Dowell. And number 12, Reagan Gainey. The Warriors are coached by Mr. Paul Burns.
All right, and we welcome you out to Wilson Christian Academy. Wilson Chargers Christmas Classic. Yeah. All right, we're getting some volunteers coming up, joining us, calling play-by-play. We're going to be following the action here. I was wondering where that got to. As the ref is having a conversation with the young ladies, getting ready for tip-off, joined by Coach Rennell. Coach, glad to have you.
Well, thank you. I thought I'd get a little warm-up in after last night. I don't feel as nervous, maybe.
Yeah. Well, we have the, let's see, who do we have playing here?
This is Alamance Christian
versus Faith Christian.
Versus Faith Christian of Rocky Mount. And we're going to re-jump. I don't think there was a clean tip. And re-jumped again. And Faith with the ball. Drives down. It's fouled on the shot. We have Claire Nicholson headed to the line. First shot is up and good. She settles in for her second shot. Nicholson makes good on both of them.
Yeah, looking good at the foul line there.
So Faith is first get on the scoreboard. Alamance is bringing the ball up. Faith is set up in a 1-2-2 zone, trapping from the baseline. That pass didn't quite make it across the baseline. Alamance begins with a full court press. A lot of contacts. Off to a physical start. Jump ball awarded. And will be given to Alamance. Shot is up and off the mark. Rebound again from Alamance. Brought back up top. Alamance finally gets on the board. I did miss who shot that. I was trying to find their names and get acclimated to names and numbers. The Warriors come down.
I think that was number 5 for Alamance. No, so
actually, we don't have all their numbers,
yeah,
unfortunately. So that might be a little problematic, but we can give numbers. Faith's shot is off the mark, goes out of bounds. It will stay down here on Faith's end. Alamance looks to be matched up in a man-to-man to the out of bounds. Steal by number 2. And a finish on the other end. We'll see if Alamance will be able to capitalize on those turnovers throughout the course of the game. Emma Camp comes up short on a make. Timeout by Alamance.
Yeah, and if you can feel free to talk there if you need to. If Maddie gets too close, we will strap a headset on her and make her call.
We can definitely force her to learn a little bit more about the game. We might see if we can get some.
So, did you so you brought these rosters up?
I believe one of them came up by Seth Troll, brought it up to us.
That's nice. So that's probably this one. So this is probably the updated.
All right. Well, we're going to make notes of that then.
You go ahead and take that.
Thank you.
Well, we're glad to have everybody this is our kickoff for our Charger Classic. This is a yearly event. We get the gym all decorated. As you can see, some of the decorations around.
Good ball movement by Alamance. Shot goes up by Jewel Florence, and it's short. Faith gets the ball out pretty quickly to move. Number 2, Alender Yakola. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but she's aggressive up top, has another steal, and finished another bucket on the other end. Alamance is set up in a 2-1-2. Working the ball. Out on the wing. Shot is short. Alamance with a rebound. And Reagan Gainey brings it back up the court to set up the offense. Faith still in the zone. Moving the ball up to the high post. A little inside-out action. Shot is missed. Faith with the rebound. And Olivia Panel bringing the ball up. Loose ball. Got both teams on the floor. Always like to see that kind of effort. I have a few subs into the game for Faith Christian. Number 32, Brooke Wiggins, is in the game. And number 20, Abby Hooks. Look inside. A high post dump. A little bit of ball control issues here, but apparently Faith stepped out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball as they bring it up. Turnover by Alamance and a foul. Claire Nicholson had that steal and was headed up the floor, and in the NBA it's called a clear path foul, but she stopped her before she could get much farther up the court in order to prevent a layup or probably a conversion. Faith brings it in, works the ball around. Being patient and working the ball. Plenty of passes. Again, number 2, Alender Yakola with a tip. Very aggressive out on the top part. A rebound and a foul on Faith Christian. Foul was on Faith Christian, number 32, Brooke Wiggins. That is her first, I believe the team first. Alamance looks to try to feed it inside from the point. Tough pass. Reagan Gainey loses it. Faith comes right back down and turns it over. A little too hard on the put back by number 2, Yakola. And a travel violation on Faith. We have a sub coming into the game, number 2 for Faith Christian. That's Sydney Langley.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth there.
A lot of back and forth. Sometimes it takes a few minutes to get settled in and find the rhythm and flow of the game. Faith has switched to a 2-3 zone now. Alamance is trying to find a gap and working the ball and looking for any openings they can find. Being patient. Defense will inevitably give something up if you're patient enough and move the ball quick enough. Nicola tried a backdoor cut, didn't quite make it. Alamance was tiptoeing over the line and didn't quite stay. Faith Christian's ball. Alamance is putting on their full court pressure again. Looks like to be a man-to-man up front here. That was abandoned pretty quickly. Now Faith looks to set up. Working the ball. Turns it back over to Yakola, who goes up the floor. Drives and misses the layup. Rebound by Claire Nicholson. But didn't quite stay in bounds on that. Was tiptoeing again on the sideline. The blue line has not been their friend these first few minutes of the Reagan Gainey had a look inside to a cutter. Wasn't able to handle and hang on to the pass. Faith will bring it in. Halfway, a little more than halfway through the first quarter at 6-2. Faith sets up, spots up for a shot, off the mark, rebound by Sydney Langley. Another turnover and steal by Yakola. A lot of extra effort. Girls hitting the floor, always good to see. Nice cut to the basket. By Jordan Nelson, didn't quite make it. But on the rebound, Annabelle Dowell was fouled. She'll be shooting 2 at the line. First shot is up and off the mark. She'll get a second shot here. Another sub in for Faith. Number 22, Emma Camp. Dowell sets for the second shot, makes it, but unfortunately steps over the line before the ball hits the rim, which is a violation, and the point will not count. So the score remains 6-2. Alamance still in their full court pressure. Turned it over. And Yakola there to snag it up. Gets another steal. It's for a teammate across the court. They reset. Look to work the ball. Yakola, I think, has found her rhythm. A lot of times your defense will spark your offense. She spots up behind the three-point line and hits a shot. Faith brings the ball up. There's a deflection out of bounds. They'll reset in the half court. Ball is entered in. Good drive and shot fake on the baseline by Olivia Bowling. It's off the mark. Yakola comes down, shoots a layup, and is fouled. It's a foul on Emma Camp for Faith Christian. And Yakola will shoot 2. She misses the first. Alamance with an 11-2 lead with just 1:30 left in the first quarter of this first matchup. Misses the second. And Dowell got a hand on the rebound but couldn't quite secure it. Faith Christian brings up the ball. looking to be patient. Trying to take what the defense will allow them to have. Sending some cutters through the lane. Got a spot up shot on the elbow. Doesn't quite make the mark. Alamance is bringing the ball up slowly, trying to be patient, work for a shot. See what they have and working it around the horn here. Shot goes up. Jordan Nelson goes up, is fouled. She'll get 2 on the charity stripe. Faith Christian with 4 team fouls at this point. 47 seconds left in this first quarter. Nelson goes up, hits the first. Some subs coming in for Alamance. We have number 13, Kaylee Jeffries, and number 3, Selah Johnson. Nelson hits the second. Still in the full court press. Yokola with another steal. Pass across the lane to Johnson, who misses. Rebounded by Dowell, who misses. Faith brings it back up. Finds a girl at the top. Shot doesn't quite fall. There's a good look at the basket. Those are the kind of looks you want to get in a zone at the top of the key. The winding first quarter here. We got about 15 seconds left. Alamance should probably hold here for 1 shot, see what they can get. Should have more movement. Pass into the high post, inside out. Faith playing solid defense. Oh, and just at the last second, we had a beautiful pass into Yokola, from Yokola down to Kaylee Jeffries with a finish. The basket counted.
And Alamance looking pretty good.
That's right. Off to a good start here. That full court pressure is doing exactly what they had hoped, creating turnovers and easy looks at the basket. You certainly want those transitional points. Again, sometimes the easiest offense is generated by your defense.
That's right. All right, we'll be back here in just a second and pick up the second quarter. Back here at Wilson Christian Academy, the beautiful campus here at Wilson Christian Academy. This is the Charger Christmas Classic, and right now we got Alamance taking on Faith Christian. Scores 15-2 coming into the second period.
Reagan Gainey puts up a 3. It's off the mark. Good look inside. Shot goes up by Olivia Hanel. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We didn't get a pronunciation guide. I'm going to use my English and phonetic skills.
That's right. We will pronounce things phonetically.
That's right. Abby Hooks goes up for a shot. Doesn't quite make it. Alamance with a rebound. Gainey brings it up the floor. Faith looks like it's still in a zone. Could be a matchup zone. They get the ball inside. Gainey feeds it into number 23, Jordan Nelson, and she goes up for a shot and is fouled. She'll get 2 from the line as well. makes the first. Gives Alamance a 16-2 lead here in this first half. Second shot, nothing but net. We get both of them to fall. Faith will bring it up. Sending some cutters through the lane. Always good to get the defense moving and figure out how they're going to react. Finally get a chance to reverse the ball and reverse sides of the floor. One puts it up, misses, but hustles for her own rebound and is able to tie up Jordan Nelson. And Faith gets to keep the ball under the bucket after that hustle play. Bad pass in there, turns it over again. In the process of trying to get the ball, we had a foul against Faith Christian. They are almost in the bonus. They have 16 fouls. The next one will put them in a one-on-one situation for Alamance. They'll get to shoot every time there's a foul after this point for the whole rest of this second quarter. Turnover. Number 5, Claire Nicholson gets the steal on the other end, dribbles the length of the court and goes up for the layup and is fouled. She'll get 2 from the line. There's a foul on Reagan Gainey for Alamance. It's her first and their team 4th. Nicholson's shot is off. She'll get her second one. Finds the bottom of the net on this second one. We have a timeout from Alamance. 30-second timeout by Coach.
All right, we'll be back in just a second after the timeout.
Return to action, and out of the timeout we have Faith jumping into a quick half-court trap situation, trying to create a little pressure and of their own and trying to generate, again, like Alamance has, a little bit of offense from their defense. Gainey sets up and turnover. Jordan Nelson gets the loose ball, picks it up, and goes for a shot. He's fouled in the process. We have a foul on Abby Hooks. She'll be shooting 2. Nelson misses the front half. Have a sub coming back into the game for Alamance. Number 2, Nicola. Get her a break on her defensive efforts.
Is there another one of these? Just grab that.
This is second. Faith with the rebound, and they're bringing it back up the court. Running some cutters through the lane. Good inside-out action. And Emma Camp finds the bottom of the net. Break that Faith Christian scoring drought. Maybe they can continue to move a little more efficiently after that Alamance is standing at the top. Not a lot of pressure from Faith. They're waiting to draw them out, create some openings. Gainey takes a shot from the top. The running shot. It's off, and Faith with the rebound. Number 1, Olivia Pinnell brings the ball up, kicks it out. And Olivia Bowling tries an outside J and misses. Alamance with the ball and bringing it back up. We've got about 5 minutes left in this first half. And the Alamance Christian Warriors are up 17-5 against Faith Christian of Rocky Mount. I'm sure Alamance wasn't too disappointed to leave school nice and early on a Friday to get here and play this 3:30 game. Ball goes in to Jordan Nelson, drives left and misses. Kaylee Jeffries with the rebound, but she doesn't quite connect, and ball is tipped out of bounds by Faith, so the Warriors will keep it under their own basket. Ball is inbounded. Good defensive effort by Emma Camp. She gets a piece of the ball, knocks it out of bounds. Alamance will keep and bring it in. Nicola passes in to the post, got an inside out. Gainey sets it back up. Trying to be patient with the ball. But in doing so, Jewel Florence turns it over, and Faith takes it down and converts on that turnover. Olivia Bowling with 2. Cutting the lead down to 10 now. Faith has extended the defense a little bit, trying to put a little more pressure. Alamance is certainly being patient with the ball. A lot of teams would try to force and push through, and they're being patient and trying to take what the defense gives them. Pass goes into Jordan Nelson again and tries to drive, but a blocking foul is called. But that is the 8th team foul, so now they are in the bonus. They'll be shooting 1-1. For those of you who may not know too much about basketball, that means you're only guaranteed 1 shot. If you make the first, then you get the second. And she makes her first, the front end of it, so she'll get her second shot. When a team gets to 10 team fouls, they'll shoot 2 at the line every time. Second shot is off. Faith with the rebound. Fortunately, Olivia Bowling loses her footing and doesn't make quite a very good pass, and Alamance is able to recover the ball. So they will keep it on their end. Backdoor cut by number 4, Jewel Florence. A great job reading the defense there. A good pass and a good look in, just can't quite convert it. Emma Camp takes a 3, and it is off. Heads out of bounds, and Alamance will take it back over. 3 minutes left in the second quarter, but we have a timeout from Faith Christian's coach. He wants a full timeout, wants to talk about a few things, maybe make some adjustments.
All right, we'll take a little timeout and be back here in just a second. back here at Wilson Christian Academy as we're doing our Charger Christmas Classic. Picking up after a timeout called. And we got Alamance going to bring the ball down, playing against Faith Christian of Rocky Mount.
Sorry, I turned my own mic down. I forgot to turn it back up. Faith still appears to be in a 1-2-2 zone. They're able to get the ball back. Faith comes up. Some good movement down low. It's a good shot by Abby Hooks. Doesn't quite make it. A lot of hustle by Olivia Pinnell getting on the floor after that loose ball. As a coach, we always like to see that kind of an effort. Turnover here, Emma Camp with a steal. Bring the ball up the floor. Hustles back. Olivia Bowling with a rebound off the missed shot by Abby Hooks. She was fouled shooting, so she gets 2 at the line. Chance to either bring this game back to within 10 or even get it below 10. First shot is missed. Olivia Bowling sets for the second shot and is up. Off the mark. Rebound by Jordan Nelson for Alamance. Another backdoor cut by Alamance. And a finish by number 13, Kayla Jeffries. Good pass across the court. Sometimes it's difficult for people to get solid defensive positioning, and got to keep their back to the baseline. That is kind of a basketball 101. And if you can't keep your back to the baseline, and a lot of times that leaves openings for people to cut in and get behind the defense. And Alamance has capitalized on that the last few possessions. They've done a good job of getting in behind Faith's defense. Cross-court pass, working the ball, a drive in, and a finish by Cola. She's had a very good start to this game. Faith passing the ball around. Emma Camp puts up a good shot, but it rattles out after hitting the rim a few times. We've got just over a minute left in this first half. Alamance Christian is up 22-7 against Faith Christian of Rocky Mount. Ball moved around the horn. Shot goes up by Kayla Jeffries, misses, but a rebound by Annabelle Dowell. Faith is bringing the ball up the court. Emma Camp goes up for a shot. No foul called on that, but number 1, Olivia Pinnell, is there to clean it up and put it back. Some good movement down low for Alamance. A lot of cutters coming through now, trying to force the defense. But a bad pass there by Alamance. Faith takes the rebound, and Olivia Bowling takes the ball up strong. A lot of contact there, but finishes the shot with no call. Always want to take the ball strong to the basket. Last 10 seconds here left. Alamance has the ball. They're trying to work the ball inside and look for a good shot. Number 5 drives. Annabelle Dowell, but doesn't quite make it. In the last seconds here, Olivia Bowling puts up a shot, but doesn't quite finish it. So that is the end of the first half for the Alamance Lady Warriors and Faith Christian. It's 22-11.
All right, we'll be back in about 10 minutes and pick up our second half action. And then in the meantime, enjoy some programs and some commercials that have been put together by the staff and students here at Wilson Christian Academy. We'll see you back here in about 10 minutes.
going to drop off toys from the toy drive we had at school. We have toys varying in different ages. We have a bunch of boys and girls toys.
My goal was 277 because last year we brought in 276, and I just wanted for us to outgive ourselves. So to see how many people came and brought toys, and just the families that brought multiple toys, it's just a huge, huge blessing to the families in Wilson, but to see that as a teacher at the school as well is a huge thing.
Very appreciative of all the students at WCA for participating in this.
Grateful that I have a good family, that I'm not one that has to go to a police department, but also grateful that I can provide for children around Wilson County.
I think our kids a lot of times take for granted what they have. And so it's nice to be able to see that there are kids that just don't have Christmas like they do. And they get to play that role and they get to see that, because I think sometimes it can be very inclusive where we're located. And so to see these kids and to be able to be such a huge blessing to them and not even know them personally, just to be a light for Christ from our school to them is a huge blessing to be a part of and to be able to see.
When they first started, I didn't hear any harmony because it was just like a couple people. But then once they started harmonizing, it just blended together really well.
At first, I was like, does this guy have auto-tune? But as like the songs kept going on, it kind of just spoke to my heart. Just the songs and the words were very powerful and spoke to a lot of people.
They found a way to share the gospel through singing. It was amazing. I've never heard such good singing, to be honest.
I'd like to share that since I don't know if anyone else has gotten saved, after they were 5 years old.
I thought it was very powerful because being in a family that does have strict boundaries, it shows to me that those boundaries are there for a reason and people can always find the way out. But as long as your heart is right with Christ, you won't want to try to fight those boundaries. So it just spoke to me to try to make sure that I'm living right for the Lord and that my heart is right with Christ.
We are back for the start of the second half. Alamance will begin with the ball.
See what kind of adjustments Rocky Mount is able to make.
Yep. Still look to be in a matchup, but I think they are in a box and one relatively on Yacola. Faith with the steal. And we start the second half with a steal by Olivia Bowling and a finish on the other end.
That was a great take there. Being able to keep in control the whole way down the court and put it in for two. And Rocky Mount needed that little booster.
They did. They needed to come out in the second half and a little bit of momentum and working the ball.
And they knocked the lead with two within 9.
Yes. They've got it under double digits now, which is always important.
Good for morale, I'd
absolutely.
imagine.
Try to remind teams one possession at a time. Shot is off the mark. Couple rebounds here for Faith. But number 23, Jordan Nelson with a rebound. And according to the program, Miss Nelson is only in 8th grade. So she's got a lot of time left to play, Lord willing, and certainly has an opportunity to get better. Alamance with a look into the post. Shot is off. They retrieve the rebound, and Emma Camp trying to go for that ball, but fortunately there was a player in the way and got called for another foul. It's Faith's first foul in the second half.
Yeah, just getting after the ball.
Fortunately, though, that is her third foul, so she's going to have to play smart for the remainder of this half.
What do you get, 5 fouls and then you're out?
5 fouls. Another pass inside to Jordan Nelson on the left side as a left-hander. She likes that left-handed drive, but misses. Rebound is up, and it is tied up. Jump ball. Heads down to Faith. Alamance is staying in the full court press. Not feeling very comfortable with their lead and continuing to try to put pressure on Faith. Ball comes in to Claire Nicholson, but it is turned right back over to Alamance. Gainey is going to bring it up and take her time and work for a good shot.
Alamance keeping long possessions of the ball.
Yes, they're doing a good job of working the clock. It's always
timeout.
Timeout by Alamance here. Wants to make some adjustments and talk things over, and it is a full timeout. Just a few minutes into the third quarter here. Alamance with a 22-13 lead. Faith has been able to grab a few buckets here to begin the second half, cut the lead down.
All right, so we got some students over here enjoying the game.
Look to be mostly 8th grade. A
lot of 8th graders over there.
Underclassmen. I think that is also thanks to Mr. Schieffer, his 8th grade history class. He likes to encourage students to support schoolmates and be involved in school and various activities, and I think he even awards them some extra credit points.
Okay.
For coming and supporting, and being here to cheer them on, but it's always good. It's always fun to hang out with friends, and especially after school hours. Alamance works the ball in, but it's missed. Faith brings the ball back up. See what kind of set piece they will run here. Unfortunately, though, they telegraph the pass, and Nicola has another steal and another layup.
Yeah, if you get it near her, she's going to get her hands on it.
She's pretty much gotten her hand on just about every pass that Faith has made, whether it's a full steal or just a deflection.
Great shot.
But a big shot by number 5, Claire Nicholson. 24-15 now. Nelson drives into the basket again. It's fouled on the shot. Makes the first. She'll get her second shot here. Shot is up, and it is good. She's got a lot of potential, a lot of growing room for only being in 8th grade. So a lot of things to look forward to, I'm sure, by coach from Alamance. Roster looks pretty young, the ones that are out on the floor. Good pass inside to Nelson. This time she's on the right side for a finish. Good feed into the post. Nicholson brings the ball up. Nicola with another steal. But number 20, Abby Hooks, just finds herself in the wrong position to try to get it back, and from behind fouls her. This is their 3rd team foul. And Grayson Dwyer will get a break as number 32, Brooke Wiggins, comes into the game for Faith Christian. Gainey's bringing the ball up the floor again, taking her time, run a little screen and roll action, kick out. Shot goes up by Kaylee Jeffries, but it's off the mark. Faith with the rebound, bringing the ball back. Shot goes up by Abby Hooks, but off the mark. Alamance getting out and running the floor, advancing the ball up. And Jeffries connects on that for the 2 points. And like that, there's now a 15-point lead. But Olivia Bowling with a great drive and a great finish at the basket.
A lot of scoring here, back and forth.
We had a bit of a drought there at the end of the first half, but now both teams have picked up the pace a little bit. We got a drive in by Nicola, who is, according to the roster, the lone senior on this Alamance team. She's playing like it, has great leadership out there, a lot of hustle for her team. Pass into the post to Olivia Bowling, but she is fouled on the play, or excuse me, wanted the foul on the play, but it was a clean block, and they called the jump ball on that. So it'll be Alamance ball out of bounds, and they will bring it up.
What we got? I got a sandwich coming.
I think you got your family here to bring you some food, which is always a great thing. Jeffries brings the ball up, swings it back out, top to Nicola. Still dribbling it, keeping it alive. Florence puts up a shot, but it is off the mark. Faith with the rebound, bringing it back up. A lot more movement here by Faith. Pass into the post to Wiggins. Puts up a shot at the elbow. Doesn't quite make it, but a rebound by Faith. It pays off, and number 13, Kayla Jeffries of Alamance, fouls. So Faith will take it out of bounds. Pass in. Off the mark, though. Abby hooks. Nelson drives in, but gets it blocked. But on the block, as Faith took the ball, apparently she took an extra step before she put that ball on the ground. So turns it back over. Alamance will have it under their own basket. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Ball is inbounded, reversed around for Reagan Gainey, who misses the three but is rebounded. The double down in the corner pays off for Faith as they force a turnover and bring it up the floor. Got just over a minute and a half left, and again, Ucola with a hand on the pass. Good cut inside, good drive. Good effort by Faith. That was Sydney Langley hitting the floor for a loose ball. Unfortunately, couldn't get rid of it before she kind of rolled over on the floor a little bit, and traveling call was made. Little stoppage here. We have one of the officials going to the score table and reporting a warning on Faith's coach. Drive in by Gainey, but she's met with a defense that closes down the lane quickly and almost a turnover, but they were able to regain the ball after a foul. Again by Faith Christian. Olivia Pinnell seemed to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. They are already at 14 fouls for the second half. Jeffries with a great cut to the basket, but takes a little extra hippity hop before she gets rid of the ball. Travel is called. Faith will take it out. Alamance still in the full court pressure. Pass is made, but off the mark. Turned over to Alamance, who turns it right back over to Faith. Olivia Bowling trying to push the ball and drive it, but unfortunately lost the handle on that a little bit. We have some subs coming in. Number 3, Sayla Johnson. She too is an 8th grader, playing in for Alamance. We got Gainey, who is one of the other upperclassmen. She's an 11th grader, junior on this team. Certainly has showed that leadership, bringing the ball up and being patient, working the ball, not rushing things. But unfortunately, number 13, Kaylee Jeffries, has a pass stolen. Faith has the ball now. Trying to be patient, work. Nicola goes for the ball fake. Bowling puts up a shot, doesn't quite make it. Nicola running down the floor, getting out. Number 3, Johnson has her shot blocked. Faith gets the rebound, bringing it back down the other end. Trying to push it a little bit. There's only 10 seconds left in this this third quarter. I meant to say the first part of this second half. Shot is put up, doesn't quite make it. Jeffries trying to beat the clock. It doesn't quite get the shot off before time expires at the end of this third quarter. Heading into the fourth quarter, Alamance has a 32-17 lead over Faith Christian of Rocky Mount. start of the fourth quarter here. And I have Miss Denise Thompson joining me. We're gonna go.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna go female color announcing.
Breaking it up a little bit.
That's right. Alamance with the rebound and advances the ball up to Yukola, who does a great job of running the floor. Scores again.
It's a nice layup.
Yeah, she's had a bulk of the Alamance points here this game. Faith, I think, sensing a little bit of urgency and time dwindling, trying to be patient. And
they're moving the ball pretty good.
They are inside-out action. Shot is off by Camp.
Loose ball.
A lot of hustle out there by both ends and both teams. It's always good to see. We got Annabelle Dowell returning into the lineup for Alamance Christian again.
I just walked in. Has it been a good game so far?
It first half was a little bit of a scoring drought. Faith was getting good looks at the basket. They were just having a hard time finding the bottom of it, which is sometimes frustrating.
Oh, they found it there.
There we did. Good take by Claire Nicholson, good finish. But it's one of those double-edged swords. Sometimes it's really discouraging when you're getting good looks and they just don't fall, but sometimes from the coach's perspective, you try to remind them, but we're getting good looks, we're getting it where we want it. They'll fall eventually.
Hey, good passes is half the battle.
That's right. Got the ball up top. Backside. Number 3 puts up a shot. Doesn't quite stay in bounds for Alamance, so Faith will take the ball. Alamance still in their full court pressure. Ball is inbounded to Camp.
Challenged.
Yukola. She is a gnat on defense.
That was challenged before it even crossed the court line, at half court.
Yukola will take a breather, have a seat. She's worked hard and a lot of defensive effort from her this game. Most of her offensive points have come from her defense. So it'll be a sideline out of bounds. The referee stopped it as Yukola was a little bit shaken up on that last play. So Faith has gotten the ball in from out of bounds. Camp looks inside out, moving the ball.
Oh, put it up, but didn't quite go in. Got the rebound, though. Try it again.
Oh, good hustle by number 0, Bobby Ann Lee, who just came into the game for Faith Christian. A lot of hustle. Was able to tie her up. Well, my mistake. I apologize. I thought she tied her up, but apparently she got a little bit more arm than the ball. Another foul is called. They are at 5 team fouls.
Yeah, I missed that too. I thought it was a jump ball.
Yeah. Bowling checks back in for Camp. She'll have a seat on the bench and take a break. Faith still in the 1-2-2. Another foul by Bobby Ann Lee. New to the game. Alamance will take it out of bounds under the basket. That pass has been there earlier in the game, but Faith has made the adjustment. And
yeah, she kind of snuck right on in there on him.
Snuck right in and took it, brought the ball down.
Almost
didn't quite
lost
make
it.
that shot. But Bowling with a hustle.
There they sunk one.
Is that number 5? I just looked down.
I
think.
believe it was number 5.
Yeah, Claire Nicholson's been working hard for Faith, cleaning up the boards, and was able to get one to come back in. Gainey with a shot from outside, but it's off the mark. Nelson and Lee go for the rebound and get it at the same time. A jump ball is awarded. Stays with Alamance. Yukola checks back in.
Well, Faith has been able to keep Alamance at its spot. They're stuck at 34 right now.
They've
34
had a
to
few
21.
possessions where they haven't been able to convert. We also have Langley coming back into the game for Faith Christian. Good little give and go.
Yeah,
Up
that was
and
a
under
nice
move.
little move.
Olivia Bowling with
To
the
the
finish.
inside.
Gotta love a good give and go. Just a nice little up and under to
You
finish
love it when it works.
Absolutely. Cross-court pass. Ford puts up a
there you
shot
go.
and calls for the bank to be open. Baseline bank shot. It's 36-23. Got just under 4.5 minutes left in the game. Inside out.
Not quite enough arc on
Langley
that
puts up a shot. Yep, not quite. Rebound is.
How many games we got going on here tonight at Wilson
There'll
Christian?
be 4. We've got 2 girls games and 2 boys games. So we have our ladies squaring up after this next game. So it'll be a girl-boy format.
All right, there you go. Yeah.
We have Claire Nicholson on the inbounds pass, puts up a shot and gets the and one. Finishes the basket. She'll get 1 from the charity stripe. But yes, Alamance will play after this game. I believe the Alamance boys, I'm not sure exactly who they'll be facing, but there'll be a varsity boys game after this, and then our varsity girls will play. Okay, I have just received the schedule. It'll be the same matchup, so it will be Alamance Christian versus Faith Christian men's teams, which is what I thought it was going to be. And then our Lady Chargers will play at 6:30, followed by our men at approximately 8 o'clock, depending on how well these games stay on schedule. When you have 4 games, it's rare for them to ever stay on schedule, as we've had quite a few timeouts even in this first game.
Timeouts and fouls.
Timeouts and fouls, a lot of time stopped.
It's good. Looks like we're squaring off against Wilmington Christian tonight.
Yes.
Those will be good games.
Certainly looking forward to it. We've got a few of our 8th graders. They're waving at us.
They're looking awful Christmassy today.
That's
in their
right.
Christmas wear for our Christmas Classic over here.
Trying to get them to maybe wake up a little bit, but it's rough on a Friday afternoon. All that mental work and taxing activity. It's difficult.
We're waving to them, but they're like, we're done. It's Friday.
Yeah. Ew, a teacher's waving at me. What do I do? Close up on one of those Rennell kids. Shoo. She's too busy eating over there.
Story of life. I like to eat too.
Absolutely.
Looks
All right.
like we're back at it now.
Back at it. We're halfway through the 4th quarter, and 36-25, and Faith's trying to put up a little extra pressure on them, see if they can't force some action and get them a little too. That pays off exactly how they wanted to.
There you go.
Threw it out of bounds and able to get their ball with not too much time running off the clock.
Pushing it forward,
Bowling
playing
brings
to
it
the
up,
end.
makes a move
well,
to the basket
there
with
she
a
goes
finish.
again.
That's right.
What is that, number 11?
Yep, Olivia Bowling. Faith Christian decides to take a timeout and talk things over, maybe to make some adjustments or continue to encourage what's happening. Starting to see a few more fans trickle in as it's a little closer to the end of the workday. We'll start to see some more Wilson Christian fans meander in as well.
I remember being a gym rat as a high school student, and
yep.
I don't think it's really ended yet.
Nope.
Here I am, a gym rat, all again.
Now we just get a crow's nest point of view.
Yeah.
Without
It's a
being
little
yelled
different,
at.
right? That's different.
Yes. Now we have the ability to go where we would like to go. Alamance brings the ball in. And she is taking her time. Danny's up top. She's been pretty stable up there. They force a
Faith with the
turnover.
pressure, yeah.
Go up for a shot.
Didn't quite follow it, but got the foul. It's always good if she can sink them.
That's right. Sydney Langley goes up strong with a shot, and number 23, Jordan Nelson for Alamance, fouls her. She'll get 2.
When I was growing up, my dad used to tell me that foul shots make the game. That determines the winner and the loser in more games than you like to count.
That is absolutely true. She does miss the front end, but we'll see if she can sink the second shot here.
Always a little bit more pressure when you're the team that's behind.
That's right. Sure.
Oh, she got that one.
She finishes the second, brings it to 36-28. I'm sure Faith is feeling a little bit more sense of urgency as they are running out of time. There's only a few minutes left.
Running out of time, but they are closing the gap.
They are. Sometimes the best thing to remember that great defensive rotation by Faith Christian there.
They really have brought the pressure.
Yep, Bobby Ann Lee drops on that weak side and was able to get the steal. Faith brings it down and can't convert though. Alamance with a rebound. Nelson with a turnaround. Not sure she quite saw the basket, but hey,
it
went
sure
up
that was
and
a
in.
layup or a jump shot. It was ugly, but it went in.
That's right. Sometimes you just need it to fall.
Oh, that was all ball.
Nicola with a hand on the ball again. And Claire Nicholson driving to the basket. I think, I'm not sure if Faith's coach said it or the girls have just decided an important way to get back into the game is take the ball to the basket and try to get fouled and shoot without time running off the clock.
Yeah, they're really running it down towards the middle a little bit more effectively.
That's right.
Since I've been here.
Trying to drive at Nelson. She is young and I think prone to maybe a little bit more foul opportunities.
Yeah, maybe.
Nicholson makes the first, sets for her second. Chance to bring it to within 8. And does just that.
Does just that, that's right.
It is a 4-possession game.
With 2 minutes left on the clock,
possibly a 3
quarter,
if they can convert some triples.
That's some time to do something if you can put the pressure on.
That's right. Faith breaks up a pass, gets a hand on it. Sometimes those are just as important as actual steals. It can be discouraging for a team if you keep getting your hand on every single pass, seemingly. Ooh, defensive miscue.
Oof.
That's the second time that's happened.
That beautifully, but they couldn't follow it with a shot.
Yeah. Second time I think that's happened. They got a little excited about getting the rebound, trying to push it and take that little extra shuffle step. And another timeout taken, this time by Alamance. Both coaches are probably nearing the end of their allotments. There's been quite a few timeouts.
Wow, with only an 8-point gap.
That's right.
Getting the ball out of bounds is going to be most of the battle. Get that clock stopped to get the possession back in your favor.
That's right. And hopefully, sometimes you never know how spending those timeouts early in the game in the first half, sometimes that might come back to haunt you, and especially if Faith is coming back and gets a few more baskets here, that they might prove to be crucial if they need a timeout to talk things over but don't have any left. Only 1:50 left.
That's when you just start yelling from the sidelines.
That's right.
As loud as you could be. Jim's pretty quiet so far.
It is pretty subdued. We still have some middle schoolers. I think they'll liven up once Wilson Christian takes the floor.
I think so too. I know our cheerleaders will be with us making some noise.
That's right. Both teams head back out on the floor to resume action here in the fourth quarter of our first matchup for the Christmas Classic here in Wilson Christian. Alamance will have the ball under the basket. Gets the ball in pretty quickly to Yakola, their lone senior. But they force a turnover. She brings it back to to the right side and gaining fouls. Olivia Bowling as she goes up. Bowling has been taking the ball pretty strong to the basket.
Yeah, they're fighting for it under there. They're taking it up strong and taking their hits. And they get that foul drawed.
Only 11 seconds elapsed, and now they get to shoot again with a potential for more points, and that
one
rolls
kind of played
around.
peekaboo.
That's right, wanted to roll around. Shooter's touch, it was able to fall in.
Pop goes the weasel.
Second shot goes up though, but is off the mark. But Faith is able to, Lviv is able to hustle and get her own rebound. Puts it back up, but gets a block. And she fouls to stop the clock.
This is when the minute and a half gets real long.
It can, absolutely. Unfortunately now, Faith is in the 1-on-1 bonus. They've breached the 7 foul mark. So now Alamance will get to shoot every time a foul is occurred.
Faith hasn't done too bad on their foul shots this last quarter anyway. Making about half of them.
Yep. And Jewel Florence sinks one. Takes it back up to 8 points. Still well within reason. Misses the second. Oh, but unfortunately cannot capitalize on sealing the rebound. Alamance gets it back and puts it back up top.
Gets a good ball movement right in there.
Nicola did a great job of looking inside. And the extra pass made by Kaylee Jeffries to Nelson to finish it. Now it is back up to 10 points.
Those crisp passes make the difference on the steals.
That's right. That extra pass, making that extra pass. And now we will be playing the foul game as they try to stop the clock. And like on the last one, shot was missed. They just couldn't secure the rebound. We'll have a few more fouls to be able to do this, but once they hit 10, then it'll be 2. They still have an opportunity to miss the front half here and get a rebound. And she does miss. Faith with the rebound.
Let's see what kind of action they're going to take this time down the court.
Lydia drives, kicks out. Shot is up. And Sydney Langley also calling for the bank to be open at 4:45 on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Timeout is taken. Again. We've got 46 seconds left in a 41-33 lead. She's sitting right here. Both teams coming back out of their timeout. I'd be interested to see. I can't imagine either team has very many left, if any. There's been a lot of timeouts called. They're certainly getting their use out of it. Only 46 seconds left. Alamance is taking the ball out.
Looks like we're going man-to-man here.
Full court pressure here.
Or at least full court
And we have Bobby Ann Lee with a back tap on Yokola. Advanced the ball up. Faith did a great job.
That timeout worked in their favor now, didn't it?
That's right. And we've got a 30-second timeout by Faith Christian. That was a great possession there. Great series of events. Olivia Bowling pushes the ball up to Sydney Langley, who finishes under the basket. And Faith immediately takes a timeout. Only 10 seconds transpired off the clock, so it's 41-35. We are at a 2-possession game, potentially.
Be an interesting 36 seconds.
It indeed will be.
A potentially long 36 seconds.
Also very true. sometimes they
I can't blame them though. That's a good way to get some more time on the clock for your favor.
right. Alamance
not
will,
more, but you know what I mean.
that's right, to extend. Alamance will take it out, and we'll have to go the full length of the court. Faith is in a full court press, man-to-man, making it difficult. And Olivia Pennell gets a hand on the ball, tips it out, so Alamance advanced a few feet, but still will have the length of the court to take it out. A lot of pressure. Ball is inbounded into Gainey, and she is fouled by Olivia Pennell. Again, shooting the 1-and-1.
To the line.
That's right, to the line again for the 1-and-1. They have an opportunity to potentially get the rebound here if Gainey cannot convert on the first shot, and she does not. Faith with the rebound. Bowling brings the ball up, but is back tapped out. And it'll stay Faith's possession. 23 seconds left. See what kind of out of bounds play they have. Whether they'll go for a quick 2 or try to hit the 3 ball. Ball is inbounded. It is 4-on-1. Bowling misses, gets the rebound, puts it back up. Foul is called. Alamance, though, only their 6th foul, so they are not shooting yet. They need to try to force some action here in the next few seconds and hopefully try to get to the line.
We got to get these shots off pretty quick here.
Yep.
If they're going to have a chance.
Spend a few extra possessions, but Yacola gets the foul, and that should bring the Faith into the bonus. Now they should be able to shoot.
Yeah, they should be at 1-on-1 now also.
No, they have an opportunity to close the gap again with no time running off the clock. As a coach, that's as ideal as it gets, and we work very well. Apparently there's a discrepancy in the fouls, not quite the 7th foul yet, so Faith will inbound it instead of getting to shoot at the line. Into number 11. Bowling has certainly taken that senior leadership role, sense of urgency, and she's been working very hard. And I believe Faith takes his last time out of the game with just 6.9 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, number 11 went strong to the middle, but she had to take that dribble before she took that shot.
That's right, a little off balance, had to reset her feet. Certainly seeing more fans and students trickling in, as we knew we would, a little closer to dinner time. And
dinner, now that sounds like something that's a good plan after this.
That's right. I'm thinking more of like intravenous coffee on a Friday evening.
Well, I can't go wrong with that either. I don't know. It's Friday, carb it up.
That's right. I know for me personally, by the end of the week, it's pretty difficult. The closer it gets to 7 o'clock, I'm having a hard time not.
It's Christmas classic.
Caving.
Does that mean I can have Christmas cookies for dinner tonight?
That I think that's what that means. I think anything Christmas is a go.
It doesn't mean that for my kids, but it means it for me.
Absolutely not, because they need to go to bed.
At some point.
Yes. Just a few seconds left. Faith will be inbounding the ball. Running a play here for Bowling, who's been fantastic. Surprised herself for hitting that 3-pointer, but unfortunately just a little too late. And the game finishes 41-38, but Faith put on a spectacular second half.
They sure did.
They
fought till the very end.
Every bit of effort, absolutely. Certainly took Alamance down to the wire. It was an excellent game, excellent finish, certainly something that Faith should be proud of and can work upon and improve upon for the next game.
Well, it was lovely talking about that game with you, Ms. Rennell.
Thank you, Mrs. Thompson, for joining me. It was great to have you up here. We've got a few minutes in between here before the Alamance men play and square off against Faith Christian. So we'll be back in a few minutes for the second game here, the Charger Classic.